Hello again. Quiz time. So this is Friday the 24th or Thursday the 23rd, however you take it. And this is the second part of our assembly. So we're going to do the quiz answers from last week so you know what's happening there. And we will do the quiz for this week, which is going to be slightly different to try and keep things fresh. Okay, so hopefully you'll enjoy that. And if you don't, I'm sure you'll let me know. Answers for last week then. So question one, what links Star Wars, the Speaker in the House of Commons, a pub and Blue Monday? Well, the answer, of course, is order. So that would be the First Order, which is from Star Wars, the new Star Wars films. The Speaker in the House of Commons often can be heard saying order, order, in terms of controlling those MPs that we elect. Won't say much about them people in a minute. Not allowed to. A pub, obviously, those people that go to pubs, I think that's mainly the parents. Obviously, just for something to eat, probably. And at the end of the night, the pub landlord or landlady or custodian or steward or whatever you want to call them would shout last orders at the bar. So that's order. And Blue Monday is a track from the group New Order. And Blue Monday, I think, is still is it the best-selling 12-inch vinyl record? A bit more vinyl geekness there. Best selling 12-inch ever. I think so. I'm sure someone will tell me if I got that wrong. Right, question two. What links a king, Toy Story, and a common name for a dog? Now, this is really interesting because I put Rex. Okay, the answer was Rex. So Rex is Latin for king. Rex is the name of the dinosaur in Toy Story, and a common name for a dog is Rex. Now, but some people put Rex, and some people put this as an answer. They put Duke, and I didn't put this. Very clever. So Duke, of course, is related to a king because it is part of the British hierarchy in terms of roles and responsibilities of the monarchy. Duke Kaboom, I think that's right, yeah, played by Keanu Reeves, I think, in Toy Story 4. Is obviously in that movie, and Duke is the name of a dog. So very well done if you've got Rex or Duke for that one. So well done. Question three. What links a brand of shoes, a famous science fiction novel, and sand? Well, the answer is Dune. So Dune obviously makes shoes. Dune is a very famous science fiction novel, which is going to be remade into a film, I think, next year by Denis Villeneuve. Yeah, looks quite good, science fiction. And obviously Dune is a sand dune, which is when you get your waves of sand in the desert. Let's have a look. Question four. What's a common prefix for these words? Wife, point, and way. Well, the answer is mid. So midwife, midpoint, midway. Okay, there's an answer there. Question four. What is the common prefix for these words? It comes before grass, germ, and sheaf, and the answer, of course, is wheat. So that's wheat grass, that green stuff you eat that's supposed to be dead healthy. Wheat germ that they put in some bread to try and fortify it, and wheat sheaf, which is the name of a pub. I know it's not, but anyway. Question five. Who is Thomas A. Anderson? And the answer, it's a bit of a clue here with Duke Kaboom. So it's Neo in the Matrix. All right. Question six. What are the links between a car, an insect, and a pop group? Beatles, obviously different spelling, but Beatles. And question seven, which was in two parts. Question 7A, what are the missing numbers? I think you might be able to work this out. So we've got 1977, well, it was 1977, which is actually 1977, so it's a year. 1980, 1983, blank, which is 1999. Then it was 2002, 2005, blank, which is actually 2015, then 2017 and 2019. And they're all years. Okay, so the missing answers were 1999 and 2015. And 7B is, what do all these numbers represent? And of course, they're all linked to the Skywalker Legacy Star Wars films. Now, when I was a kid, it was just the Star Wars films, but now they're called the Skywalker Legacy or something like that. But anyway, that's what they do, isn't it? So those are the answers. Well done. And we're going to move on to this week's quiz. Just bear with me a second. Right. We're going to play Pointless. Okay, so let's see how much time we've got. I think we've got enough time to do it because I'm only having to do 15 minutes on YouTube. It gets complicated after that. Right, so question one, musicals. Okay, ABBA singles in Mamma Mia. You ready? So any song on the original London cast recording of the West End musical Mamma Mia that has been a UK top 40 single for ABBA. Right, I'll read it once because there's quite a lot to get through, and then you can stop and rewind if you need to. And this is as of the end of June 2015. Mamma Mia is not included. Neither is Waterloo, which features in the encore but is not part of the original cast album. So any song that was in the original Mamma Mia. So list the songs. Now, pointless means that you've got to get the most obscure one, okay? So that means that the audience has got some numbers. The audience doesn't recognise that one. So you want the most obscure answer. Okay, that's how you play pointless. And if your answers are too high, you won't win. All right, so question 2. UK-born snooker world champions. Now, this is with questions 1 and 2. I think you're going to end up having to use the internet, but because it's pointless, you're going to find the most obscure. So I've got the answers here. Right, UK-born snooker world champions. Name any UK-born player that has been snooker world champion since the beginning of the modern tournament in 1969 up to and including 2015 championship, but not since then. Okay, so name any UK player. That's question 2. Question 3. This is about UN, United Nations member states that begin with a U or an N. Name any United Nations member state whose usual short form name in English begins with the letter U or N. So think of countries that begin with U or N. All right, that's 3. Question 4. Countries that end with 2 consonants. Not continents, consonants, not continents. Name any country whose conventional short form name, as used in English, ends with 2 consonants. United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, or Ivory Coast, as they're now generally known, or, well, actually, Côte is it Côte d'Ivory? Yeah, are not allowed. Okay, so you can't have those. So any other countries that got 2 consonants at the end of their name. That's question 4. Question 5. Olympic host cities whose names contain 6 letters or fewer. Name any city which has hosted either a summer or winter Olympic Games since the modern games were first held in 1896 up until 2015, which has 6 letters or fewer in its name. Note the question excludes Mexico and LA, also Peking, as it is listed on the Olympics website as Beijing. Okay. So if you haven't got that one, go back over. That's quite complicated, that one, isn't it? That's question 5. Question 6. Premier League managers at the start of the 2015-16 season. Name the manager of a Barclays Premier League club at the start of the 2015-16 season. They must have been in charge during the first round of the Premier League matches. So that's not somebody that got the job and then got sacked straight away. Okay, so if you can do that, it'd be brilliant. Next question. US presidents whose surname contain 6 letters or fewer. The full name of any president of the United States of America whose surname is made up of 6 letters or fewer at the beginning of April 2015. So Martin Van Buren is not allowed, as it is generally considered that there are 8 letters in his surname. It's confusing, isn't it? So if you can think of any presidents of the United States and their last or surname, okay? Question 7. Right, question 8 now. I think that's right. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, we're on question 8. Question 8. 2016 Formula 1 drivers. Any of the 22 drivers who started the 2016 Formula 1 season, this means they took part in the first race, which is obviously the Australian Grand Prix, except for this year. According to the official F1 website, it includes drivers who failed to finish or who qualified for the race but didn't start. So name any of the 22 drivers in the 2016 Formula 1 season. 2 more to go. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, we'll do these 2. Right, you ready? Beatles singles containing the letters J, P, G or R. Name any UK top 40 single by the Beatles, which contains the letters J, P, G, or R. Double A sides are not acceptable, either of the titles, but EPs are. Sorry. Double A sides are acceptable, either side of the titles, but EPs are not. Okay. This is according to the top 40 list in April 2016. So name any UK top 40 single by the Beatles which contains the letters J, P, G, or R. Last one. They can either have darts, art, or this one. This is going to be pop music. Songs with the word gold in their titles. Okay. I can think of one straight away. Right, name any song that has reached the top 40 of the UK singles chart up until the beginning of April 2015 that features either the word gold or gold as part of a longer word in its title, according to the official charts company. Gold on its own is not allowed. It's a shame, because I was thinking about that one, Spandau Ballet. So, gold on its own is not allowed. When the title has been used more than once, it can only be accepted once. It's a bit unconfusing, isn't it? Name any song that has reached top 40 with the word gold in it. Okay, I'm sure we can get to that at some point. Some good ones on that list. Right, that's all 10 questions. Okay. Right, that's the quiz for this week. And I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you'll give it a go. And I hope to give you the answers next week. And I wish you all the best. And I'll see you then. Bye.